it's so strange because the amount of videos I've seen, like YouTube videos where they say, I didn't think I'd have to make this video. And I never thought I'd be one of them, but here we go. I'm making one of them. I don't have to. I'm just sort of like a bit upset that some of you guys might be upset. So I'm just sort of like clearing the air. Okay. So the reason I'm making this video is because there's a few sort of accusations about me supporting fake channels and all this sort of stuff and making you guys go crazy, or some of you go crazy. I don't want that to happen. So I'm sort of like, I'm going to speak to you about it, talk to you about it, and bring you right back to the beginning to explain what my point of view is towards the paranormal and my channel and things like that. Okay, so there's clear understanding. All right, hopefully I'm going to try and make it as clear as possible, because I know what you have to bear with me. Sometimes my mind like pinballs around and stuff, but it's going to be open cards on the table. Just don't want people being upset and like making videos about me and stuff and saying that I'm contradicting myself and all this stuff. Like it's really not that deep. Okay, it really isn't. But let me explain. I have to start at the beginning. All right, like right at the beginning. It all happened when I was in school. Well, to be fair, it's going to be talking about some bits of school. But anyway, whatever. So look, basically, when I was a young age, probably, like I've said this before a couple of times to people. When I was younger, the reason I got into paranormal in the first place was I was basically pushed into it by my mum, right? She probably won't like me saying it, but you know, it hasn't scarred me or anything, but I was pushed into it at an extremely young age, too young, and so here goes. About the age of 15, I started reading tarot cards. Yeah, mum bought me some tarot cards, or a friend bought me a tarot cards. Apparently you're not supposed to buy them yourself. You're supposed to be gifted tarot cards. And even from when I was a kid, my mum used to say to me, and she used to tell people that I had this particular gift that I could sense things more than your average Joe. Yeah. So even to the point of where we used to like move a lot when we were younger, just through divorces and things like that. But we used to look in different houses, move a lot. I'd say a lot, probably maybe too many times, I suppose. I don't know. But she used to take me into these houses and ask me whether I felt good vibes or bad vibes. Basically, are there any bad spirits in this house? And then I would let her know whether, I felt good about the place or bad about that place. And that would probably have an influence on whether they would put an offer in on the house or not. And then when I got a little bit older, she was doing tarot cards, she had the stones and all that sort of stuff. And then she had mediums as friends. And I would hang out with mum quite a lot and I'd go around her friends' houses and we would meditate together. And apparently, like, I was good at it because I could almost like astroturf really high up in the sky. And the higher you go up in the sky, the more sort of like in tuned you are with the spirit world. The more colors you see, and different colors you see is how you're in tuned with the spirit world. And I was pretty like, I was quite sort of, people used to be amazed of what I used to sort of like, in my mind now, dream. Yeah. Yeah, so I was like, okay, I feel a little bit special here, you know? And then I started reading tarot cards for people, and people were like amazed of how much I could actually get right. And then a bit later on in life, well, let me get back to that. I'll get back to that. But then I started getting like, I had sleep paralysis. And that really scared me. Sleep paralysis really scared me when I was younger. I was probably about 15 at this stage. And I remember running into my mum's bedroom. I really upset. And she was like, oh, let me go and take you to my friend who's a medium. And she'll explain what's going on. And the medium was like, yeah, it's because he's at this age now where spirits are really trying to talk to him, trying to communicate. I'm like, fucking, what the fuck, man? Like, what? I don't want this. I didn't sign up for this shit. I just want to read some tarot cards, you know? And then another thing really affected me is I was in the lounge and I had this sense that these, what I call now shadow bastards, were around me, around the couch, behind the couch and stuff. And my mum was like, just leave this house. And I'm thinking, what the fuck, man? This is not good. Like, this is not good. And I also used to be in my room playing computer games and stuff. And there was a window on the left-hand side of me. And next door was the gym. My stepdad used to do the gym all the time. I used to see like a figure go past, and I'd look there and there'd be nobody there. Almost like a shadow, you know? And my mum would, when I tell my mum that, she would just go, like, she's telling me, yeah, that's a spirit type thing. So, but the weird thing was, like, my dad would be in the kitchen when I would see this and stuff. So it's tripping me out. So when I got a little bit older, started hitting the clubs and stuff like that, I remember chatting to this girl once, and I fancied the hell out of her. And we were outside in the park, and I told her about my tarot card reading. She's like, "Oh, I love that sort of stuff. Can you read my tarot cards?" And I read her tarot cards without even having tarot cards in front of me. I told her, then she was like, "Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. Oh my God." And I just thought, did I just make that shit up because I fancied this chick? You know, am I just good at reading people? And so it was at that moment I just started doubting certain things. And I went to the doctors and I asked the doctor about the sleep paralysis. And he went, "Yeah, it's all right. It's just when your body wakes up. It's when your mind wakes up before your body slightly. And that's why you feel heavy and you can't move. They've got a trigger at the same time. And sometimes your mind wakes up before your body." And I said, "Right, so it's nothing to do with like spiritual like things." And he goes, "No, it's just sleep paralysis. It's quite common." I'm like, "Oh, right." So, like, the older I got, the more skeptical I got, yeah? So the point of where is now, I'm sort of, I would say, maybe 85% skeptic, yeah? So, at home, I had a pretty, like, tough childhood. And it's to do with my stepdad. He used to beat me and shit like that, you know, and my brother, and it wasn't great. It wasn't the best. There's worse out there, you know, but it wasn't the best. So basically, in school, my entire school life was it was my escape. School was like my escape. I hated school, but the breaks times was great. It was where I could just be totally crazy, reenact all of the movies that I've seen from Jim Carrey, and watching all the stand-up comedians like Lee Evans and things like that, and just totally go extreme and make people laugh and make people smile. And when I made people laugh and when I made people smile, it made me feel so good. It made me feel not just happy, it made me feel like I had a purpose in life. Yeah. That's it. Sounds quite deep, but it really was. I wasn't very happy at home at all most of the time, especially when my stepdad was there. It was tough loving. I look back on it now and I know that his intentions were good. I don't agree with that at all, about, you know, laying finger on your children or anyone, but you know, it was his way of his bringing. He was a policeman. He was a very tough individual, and he wanted the best for us, and that was his way. Whatever, mate. That was his way of expressing, like, you know, keep us in line. So school was the times when I just wanted to really make people happy, and it made me feel like I had a purpose, that I was good at something, you know? And so fast forward to YouTube, I started up my YouTube channel because I love gaming. I've been gaming all my life, and virtual reality was starting to come out. And I started really liking it, and the channel started to grow. But people really liked my horror videos, like to a point of where I was shoved into this area of the scary, because it used to freak me out, especially in the VR, mate, honestly. And it got to the point of where I was actually getting quite anxious. I was building up all this anxiety with certain games. I didn't really want to play them, but I knew that my community really wanted me to play them, and so they could see it and see me getting shitted right up. Because, mate, I've got over 500 videos of gaming, horror games on this channel, and I freak the F out. And like, there's certain games where it actually doesn't look, for me, it doesn't look even enjoyable, but people love it, and they subscribed and wanted to see more. And that's why I started doing the Twitch channel, the Twitch live streaming, because it was a way that I could play all games, not just horror. Like, don't get me wrong, I love horror. I'll never stop playing horror games because it's probably one of my favorite genres, that and first-person shooters, yeah? But with the virtual reality, it was on another level, and it freaked me right out. So that's and then when I started to change the channel over from gaming to from horror gaming, I thought, well, hang on a second. People like my reaction to horror because I get shitted right up. Let's look at the real paranormal. Still horror at the end of the day. And this is what's leading up to now the misunderstanding, the misconception of like why I react to the paranormal and things like that. Now I understand that the people how I've confused certain people out there about what I believe in, what I don't believe in, what I support and what I don't support, and all this sort of stuff. Because there is things that I've said and there's things that I've done and videos I've created that sort of like makes people get confused, and I'll jump on that in a second. So I started looking at these channels, okay, sort of brand new again. So I sort of like repressed all of that sort of paranormal spirit world out of me, because it messed me up as a kid. It messed me up too much. And I suppose where I am more skeptic now, that almost in my mind protects me. If I don't believe in it, it's not real. So therefore I can't be scared. So I'm protecting myself by like being skeptical. Okay. Now that's not to say that deep down I do believe and I'm just lying to myself. It's not. It's just over years I've begun to realize that certain cracks and clicks or whatever in walls and stuff could be down to the boiler coming on, the pipes in the house are like starting to heat up, the walls are starting to expand and crack, instead of a ghost tapping on the window or something like that, things happen. So I have a more of a scientific approach to certain things other than going straight to the paranormal world, okay? That's just how my mind works now. But there is obviously an element of like, the more I can be skeptic, the more I can protect myself by not being freaked out. But the reason I do freak out is because of that younger child in me that used to read tarot cards, do meditations, got sleep paralysis, and started seeing shadow bastards and all that sort of stuff, saying, fucking hell, this shit could be fucking real. And that's what freaks me out, okay? In the past, I've said, like I don't believe, but there's that small element of doubt that makes me think, hang on, let me just stop this and start straight away a minute. So, that's what freaks me out. That small element of it could be true. That's what freaks me out. Now, this is where I've confused people. When I first started reacting to the paranormal world, I stumbled across this channel called Tim Morozov. All right, fuck me. Go back to the first videos of me reacting to Tim Morozov, mate. Oh my god, I was like, oh my god, this is freaking me out so much. I can't be fucking dealing with this. This is so fucking real, okay? And especially there's a time where this table is rocking. It's fucking going everywhere, right? And the camera's rocking, and he's on his own. He's on his fucking own, okay? And then I'm reacting, and his channel's growing as well because I'm reacting to it, and my channel's growing because I'm reacting to that, and it was a great sort of like, it was almost like a marriage. It was great. And Tim Morozov, even to this, like, I still jump onto his live streams sometimes and say hello because he's a fucking legend. Okay, now, and then I started getting bombarded with Ben, the Russian, on the opening credits, is basically saying that his channel is fake. And I tell you what, mate, it was the worst news I'd heard in a long time, because I was so genuinely gutted that this was fake and it was all for entertainment purposes and all that sort of stuff. Okay, and that's what it says. Now, I know a lot of people nowadays, they put on like, this is for entertainment purposes, for like legal reasons or something. I'm not too sure why they do it. I think it's something to do with legal protection of their own channel or protection of themselves. I don't know. I know that some people do it now. But anyway, this was the time when, like, I was just being bombarded by this thing. And I was gutted. I was like, shit, Tom Morozov is fake. And I was so upset. And I remember the following day, I went to react to his channel again. And I was numb. I was just watching it and I was just numb. I was like, oh no. There you go. Can't react to it. Can't react to it. And that is the point of where I think that I have also grabbed hold of that thought process, and also some of my viewers, and and some of the people that are making videos about me and stuff. Because since then, I've just basically accepted the fact that if I think that a channel's not real, I can't react to it because it doesn't scare me. And that's been my Achilles heel, I think, because I've gone with that, and I've said that a few times because of the Tim Morozov like scarring, yeah. But it really isn't the case. And I'll be honest with you, and this is why I'm trying to unravel my whole channel ethos. Going back to my school, I want to entertain people. I just want to make people laugh. I want to make people have fun, and just like life's shit sometimes, man. Like life is fucking shit. Like the job can get on top of you, life can get on top of you. It's nice to just have the escape, right? So I don't actually intentionally go out and try to debunk or overanalyze channels, okay? Because as I remember, I'm 85%, 90% skeptic. Every single video that I see, I could actually explain why it's fake. Well, and maybe not all of it. Maybe like, I don't know, 90%. Oh, well, no, I could, because everything can be, like, even something that I just go, I can't explain that. Well, you can explain it because it could either be green screen, masking, string, or God knows what, right? Because people out there, I think some people are assuming that I don't know about green screens and masking. Look, guys, I've done editing before. I've been editing for 10 years doing YouTube. I understand about green screen. I've got a bloody green screen. I understand about that. But the point I'm trying to make is I don't look for it. I'm not trying to look for it. I'm not a debunking analysis channel. I just want to look at a video. If it scares me, it scares me. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it's blatantly in your face, like, that's shit, I saw the cut, I'm going to call it out. But if I can actually get in the zone and watch it and be entertained and it freaks me out, then that's so be it. It freaks me out. I don't not now play horror computer games, because I go, computer games are fake. That doesn't scare me. Like, they freak me right out. They scare the shit out of me. Hence why I sometimes upload them to YouTube, because it genuinely scares me. Yeah? Some horror films genuinely scare me. I could sit there and go, I know they're all fake because it's bloody movies, but some movies really do scare me. Like The Grudge scared me. The Exorcist, when I watched The Exorcist, I took it back to Blockbusters. I said, I don't want this shit in my house. Yeah? I was that freaked out about it, right? The Grudge bitch scares me. That's like the video yesterday of that, like, and her hair, and she runs towards that freaks me out. That scares me. And that, fortunately, is what people like about my channel. They like seeing me get freaked out. So that once upon a time when I reacted to, I'm not going to say who it is, because I think this channel, and it's not, okay, this is not me supporting channels. And this is where, again, the misconception of, oh, Ben is supporting fake channels. No, guys, I'm not supporting. I support every channel out there, whether it's real, fake. If it scares me and if it entertains me, I'm happy. And if I'm happy, hopefully the subscribers can see that I'm happy, which makes them happy. And then life's a fucking good thing. Yeah? There was a video that I sort of like revisited and I reacted to, okay? Because I stopped reacting and then I revisited it, and it scared me. It scared me. I didn't look through the whole catalogue before, like, I didn't look at sort of like numerous videos and make an analysis and start going, okay, is this actually true, actually real? But I just wanted to revisit it because I met somebody in town. They said, you need to go back and watch this person again because he's getting like loads of really weird stuff going on in the house. I was like, I did park that a little bit too quick after listening to some sort of people's comments. And so I went back to it and it was good. And it was good because, again, there's that small child in me that goes, fucking hell. Like, this is scary. It's scary. I didn't care if it was real or fake. At the point in time, I wasn't thinking about, is this fake? That looks fake. Everyone says it's fake and all this sort of stuff. I just watch it. I press play. I watch it. And all of a sudden, I'm getting sucked into this video. And I'm like, shit, this is good. It's entertaining. And it freaked me out. Yeah? Now, sometimes I do play on the camera. I'd be like, let's find out if the paranormal is real. It's because, yes, I would love to know if the paranormal is real. You would like to know if the paranormal is real. A lot of you believe that the paranormal is real. A lot of you don't believe that the paranormal is real. Who am I to judge? Who are we all to judge? In my mind, we're never going to find out. That's in my mind. We are never going to find out if the paranormal is real or not real. Okay? So for me, what I like to do is just watch the freaky deaky videos, okay, and react. It's not a fake reaction. I don't think you can, it's not, you can't, I don't think anybody can sort of fake a reaction of what I do, like within milliseconds. If someone jumps out on the screen or freaks me out, like it's a millisecond reaction. I don't previously watch them, so I don't know what's coming up. Okay, so this is it. It's a raw. I press play. If it's shit, it's shit. If it's good, it's good. And that's just luck of the draw. And the reason I'm making this video is because I don't want to upset people. Like I'm sort of supporting these channels and stuff. Like, maybe one day I'll go back on Tim Morozov to see if it actually does freak me out again. I'm not too sure. Like, I might do, I might not. But like, I don't stop playing computer games because I know that they're fake. I don't stop watching horror movies because I know it's fake. It's like I don't go over to a music reaction channel and say, you don't like fucking country and western because it's fucking shit. Sorry, I just had a coughing fit. I'm sorry if some of you are upset that you feel like I'm supporting fake channels and, 1 minute I'm saying I believe and the next minute I say I don't believe. And there was a comment today about I'm back and forth on particular channels. I don't necessarily bank who I've called out or who I haven't called out. You might get one channel that goes out and I look at it and go, that looks fake. That's fake as shit. And then the next video they put up looks quite legit. It's because it's just sucked me in and it's freaked me out. And that's my reaction. I don't think to myself too much, oh shit, no, that's fake. I don't analyze it. I don't overanalyze it because, to be honest, and I hope this doesn't upset people, but it doesn't bother me if the paranormal is real or not real. I don't, it doesn't rule my life. It doesn't sort of, it's not the be all and end all. Yes, I would like to know if there's real ghosts out there and paranormal, hence why I go out there and do the paranormal ghost investigations and things like that, and I'm going to be doing more of them. It's just, I don't lose sleep over it. What I care about is, making sure that the channel is staying alive and you guys are happy and you guys are, wanting more. So I'm sorry if I've upset some of you and, like you wish that I was more skeptical or you wish that I was less skeptical. I'm sorry. It's just what you see is what you get. Now, I know that some debunking channels out there are going to strip this down and, overanalyze it and all that sort of stuff. And like, if you want to do that, you crack on. I'm just being honest, mate. I'm a 42-year-old man. Yeah. That has lived and gone through quite a lot, And I just want to make people happy, and I just want to make people laugh, and I want to live life to the max and rambo everything. You know, that's all I care about. I don't care if something's fake. I don't care if something's real, as long as it freaks me out and I get entertained and it's horror and I love it. I don't care. So my final thought is this. I hope that the paranormal spirit world is real. I really do, because there's people that I've lost in my life that I'd love to be able to say hello to them again and talk to them and ask them questions. And also for the people like watching, the people that have lost family members and loved ones, that they hope, like, I'm not here to decide whether it's real or fake and to tell you whether it's real or fake. If there's videos that I've reacted to which are real and I've called out fake, I'm sorry. And if there's videos out there which are fake and I've called real, I'm sorry. You know, I don't know. They might all be fake. They might all be real. I just don't know. My job is to watch, be happy, and entertain people. And as long as you're happy, I'm happy. And I'm always happy. So I just want to make you happy, because life's too short. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate that. I hope this doesn't open up more questions. I really hope it doesn't, because it shouldn't do. Okay, I think this is quite clear that I love what I do. I love reacting to the paranormal. Okay, I hope that I've watched videos which are so real. I probably have. I've probably reacted to videos which are so real and I haven't even seen it or do not understand it, or I've called out fake. There's probably loads of them, but I'm like I say, I'm sorry. But that's just me. This is my raw reaction. It's real. It's honest. And I love you. And I really appreciate you watching. All of you that watch, I so much appreciate it. All the support, everything you do. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. You've changed my life for the better. And I love you. Thank you so much. See you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.